Made it to this side. You're with the members only community. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. This is the second part of the story, guys. Let's continue to tap in. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your continued support, tribe. Y'all are truly my soul tribe. I love you guys so much. So when I ended the other video on the Six of Wands, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like too, like somebody's lost a passion for something that was once a dream of theirs, something that's purpose in their life. It took too long and they lost passion for it. And ever since, you've been trying to do something else. You're throwing everything you got into it because what you wanted didn't come in time. I wish I could help somebody right here. Yeah, look, the Three of Swords in reverse. You got disappointed. Somebody is trying to compensate a loss somewhere with, how do I put it? Somebody is trying to give something minimal because you feel defeat because God's promise hadn't come into fruition. In other words, somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels like they need another career, a new career change, or somebody feel like they need a new, I don't know, a new passion, a new business, a new marriage, a new whatever this is. But I just feel like stay put. And y'all know I'm always telling y'all get the fuck on. But this message is about Sarah and Hagar. That's the energy they're giving me. This is somebody who needs to stay put. The Seven of Cups is coming out in the reverse. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you should know who I'm talking to. Are you Sarah or are you Hagar? Because if you're Hagar, you're gonna be the person that carries something that you thought that you could carry because somebody told you to do it, or because you were already in a place of bondage in the first place. Who am I talking to? Hagar was already in a place of bondage, not speaking literally, y'all, like the Bible. I'm talking about the energy of enslavement. What we don't understand is the energy of something is the energy of something no matter where it's at in your life. So she's in the energy of bondage, of enslavement. So her duty is to serve. So if I, the queen, come and tell you, you need to come serve my husband, sleep with my husband, you're going to do that. Because if not, something bad could happen to you, right? Even that way. But what she didn't realize was what was going to be the result of her trying to carry somebody else's mantle, okay? Literally, that's what I'm getting here. What's this Knight of Wands? Yeah, the Seven of Cups you got over here with the Six of Wands. It's like somebody is no longer seeking God's approval. This is the Six of Wands in reverse is like you forgetting your promise, like you're going to go make it happen yourself type energy. That's what I'm getting. The Knight of Wands, you got the Eight of Wands here. Give me more on this Eight of Wands with the Knight of Wands. You got the Six of Cups coming out in the reverse. Yeah, it's just giving me like Sarah went younger. Because see, the whole conflict with the promise of her creating is her age. It's her old age, right? So in her mind, and don't forget the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands here twice in reverse. Don't forget the shit he telling her. You barren, you old, you ain't gonna be able to give me this child. We need to do. I just feel like with the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups in reverse, that's what the King of Wands was like. That was their communication 24/7. This child, the Six of Cups in reverse, that's a child. That's a child. You can't give me the child. It's in reverse. He continuously communicating this to Sarah. You can't give me this. You can't give me this. You can't give me this. So it's almost like, Spirit saying, be careful who you link up with. Because either you're going to link up with somebody who gon' encourage your promise, or they going to fucking delete it. They gonna send you into oblivion. They're going to send you into the wrong direction because of their pleasure or whatever the fuck. For them to feel comfortable. Yeah, on this night of wands, you got the moon. I feel like Sarah nor Hagar really knew the ramifications of their actions. I feel like Sarah felt like if Hagar had the baby, he could shut the fuck up and get off her back. But what she didn't realize was that what was going to really ruin her was the disconnect between her and God, the promise. Her maybe feeling like God lied to her, or like she wasn't enough for God to fulfill the promise. Who am I talking to? God said you more than enough. I wouldn't have promised it to you if it wasn't purpose for you. Stop giving people your mantle, Scorpio. Stop allowing people to see into things that they don't even have any business knowing. Just because you married to them don't mean they're supposed to know this. When you got a promise between you and God, you just got to keep walking it out, and you get to keep walking in faith. You don't pass it to a concubine or somebody who's already in bondage and enslaved. That's letting me know Sarah was connecting with even that energy because she felt enslaved. She felt in bondage. She felt like her whole life was centered around creating a barren, creating a child for this king that talked to her like shit. Who want to lay down with somebody who telling you to go get somebody else to bear my child, and on top of that, you barren and you done got too old? And what woman want to go get somebody half her age and bring them to the bed after you done spent all your life with this bitch who older than you? Come on, y'all. We got to hold on to the promise a little longer. What's this page of cups in reverse? You're the 10 of wands. You got to hold on to it a little more longer. Because the thing about God, what God wants us to know is sometimes our promise, it'll come through bitches who ain't that friendly. Sometimes God will get your enemies to bless you all the way out the fucking door. He'll make your enemy your footstool. We say this stuff all the time, but we don't activate it. We don't live in it. We don't believe it. We just say we do, but in our heart we don't. You got the 10 of wands. I keep telling y'all these jobs we be on. And we stay too long. And we scared to resign. See, Sarah was scared to resign. Resign what? Her disbelief. Because see, really this is what this is all about. She didn't believe. She didn't believe that she could fulfill the promise that God gave her. Give me more on this page of cups. That's why that page of cups in reverse. She broke the contract, not God. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, if she had hung on a little bit longer, some of y'all, that's 10-10. Some of y'all need to hang on a little longer. The ones I told to leave, Spirit say you leave. The ones I'm telling to stay, you stay. If God told you to leave in my other message, he ain't telling you to stay in this message. Let's be clear, Scorpio. This message specific for somebody. This message is specific for Sarah and Hagar. What else on this page of cups? Just because people marry you don't mean they love you. Yeah, look, the page of pentacles coming out in the reverse on that page of cups. Even though, think about this. Sarah went to Hagar to bear him, the king, a child. Okay. And end up, the child that she labored, this 10 of wands, the child she cared for Sarah ended up getting her and the child banished. So my child ain't even an heir still, or is it? I don't know. Cause we banished. How did I go all this time carrying this child that I didn't want to carry, that was ordered by the king and the prince and the queen and the king, and now me and my child in exile? Somebody need to hold on just a little bit longer with the page of pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's a lot of bad news you get. Yeah, it's a lot of shit that's making. Cause see, when you get closer to the promise, see, if we ever make it to the promise, the devil know if you ever make it to the promise, it's gonna be over with. It's gonna be over with. And God know too that he have to get you close enough to it where you can smell it but not taste it. For some of y'all done lost y'all sense of smell. Who am I talking to? Somebody, this whole shit done made you numb, all your senses dull. Just, you just at that point where just like you just wide open for anything, and God saying, no. God said, no, Sarah. Don't go to Hagar with this one. Yeah, look, the magician on the 5 of Wands in reverse. Spirit is saying, don't give up on this one. I made you the promise. You the alchemist. You the only person that can make this happen. You the only person can get this king of air. Just sit tight. And Sarah still gave him the air. God still came through with the promise. Who am I talking to? God, if God made you a promise, it's not him that's not able to fulfill it. It's just you that's not able to endure and wait for it. I wish I had somebody who knew what I was talking about. The magician, God said, you got everything you need to hold on. Yeah, look, you pulling the Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of y'all just don't love yourself. These people just helped you confirm what you was already feeling with the 6 of Wands in reverse in the middle of your reading. It's like you've been looking for the confirmation that you barren, that you can't create, that you need to give somebody else your mantle and let them run with it. You need to step down and chill and see what they can do with what God gave you. Are you crazy? You gonna keep bearing your talents? Every time God give you a promise, you gonna keep bearing it? And when he come back showing up, asking you what you did with it, nothing, but gave it to somebody else so that they can be forever bound and even more fucked up and exiled. Who am I talking to? They can't carry your mantle, Scorpio. And anytime you not carrying it, you putting somebody else in some fuck shit. Hagar in some fuck shit. Now she in the desert with a child, exiled from the king. Where can you go when the king exile you? I'll wait. That's how important it is for Sarah to stay true to what God had promised her and not to falter. Some of y'all, yeah, look, some of y'all, the first time the devil show up, y'all ready to give in. For some of y'all, when that man get to talking to y'all like he been talking to you for years, now it's like, now I want to give in. Now some of y'all just ain't did the work. Some of y'all was sit to rub these people the wrong way, just like they was sit to rub you the wrong way. 2 sandpaper smoothing people out, but we missed it. Cause we so hooked up on the third party, and we so hooked up on they promise, the ring and the promise, till we forget the promise from God. I wish I had somebody who knew what I was talking about. But the moon here, so I know they don't. Somebody gonna step out on faith though. Somebody gonna realize they truth with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Somebody ain't got time to communicate this type of shit no more. This frequency, that's what I mean with the 8 of Wands. This is a low vibrating ass frequency Sarah went to. Literally. What's this 3 of Wands in reverse? You have the 9 of Wands in reverse. I'm telling you, that king was sleeping with everybody anyway, but he liked it. Hey, God, that's the energy I'm getting. That's what Spirit telling me. It's just like David seeing Bathsheba bathing. First thing he wanted to do was kill her husband, send him out on the front line of the army and kill him. And then when he couldn't do that, he got Bathsheba pregnant and wanted to bring him back from war to sleep with her so she could claim it was his child. Y'all, these scandals been going on forever. It been going on forever. That baby died. Yo, we got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is just, it's a repetitive energy of Sarah giving up her right. I don't even know what type. It's not a birthright, but it's like it's her giving up almost like the grace of God or like the purpose of God in her life, or like the only communication that she had with God was that promise, and she threw it away. She threw the promise away. And then it's like she still got the child, but then where was Hagar? I don't know how far the story go because they just giving me pieces of it, but you know, you finally got a child with your son, with your husband, but it's like that didn't happen to prove God right. God already knew what he was gonna do. That was confirmation that you could have did something different, just like them wandering in the wilderness for 40 years. They weren't wandering. That was a death sentence. That was a death sentence. Those were people who couldn't come together to get out the wilderness. So they stayed. That was a death sentence. God knew they couldn't make it to the promised land. See, a lot of people head out with you to where you going, but by the time you get where you going, you'll be the only person step through that veil. I don't know who I'm talking to. God made you a promise. He didn't make Hagar a promise. Somebody confused with the 5 of Swords on this 3 of Wands in reverse. Somebody think they in between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, the 4 of Wands in reverse, I told you. Sarah felt desperate. And she feeling like that, not even to mention the pressures of just society saying, why you ain't had a child yet? Yeah, look, the 8 of Cups. Not even mention what society, what, dang, she's too, and you know society probably was saying she was too old too. But ain't that God? Ain't that how he show up? What, you know, a regular promise ain't a promise. I'm talking about God promise. He'll make a murderer a saint, a beggar, a leper healed. I mean, come on, bro. If you 90 years old and God told you when you was 13 that you was going to have a child, you going to have a child. That's just what it is. That's how I believe. I really believe like that. I'm still holding on to my promise. And I ain't going to not hold on to it. I know it's coming. I know it's here. What's the advice here? Yo, we got Temperance in reverse. Don't make a permanent decision, Scorpio, of something temporary. If God, I'm talking to the people who God made a promise and you know he did. This ain't a confusing message. It's really not. The 7 of Cups in reverse. It's not, it's clarity. It's breaking something here. Okay? And not the promise. We keep wanting to keep the ring and the promise. Some of y'all, that's why y'all marriages and shit fucked up, because you forgot the promise you got with God first. That's the one you should be more motivated about and more concerned with. What else? Yeah, the 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody now you on autopilot with spirit. Autopilot with spirit. You don't get to choose which way you go now. Okay, you've been warned. You don't get to choose. If God made you a promise, whatever you need to do from this point to go towards that is what needs to happen. Literally. Yo, we got the Hangman. You got to change your perspective. Yep, the Queen of Cups. And I just feel like for a lot of us Scorpios, you know, we got to learn to be more grounded. Because emotionally, we got to be able to be more sound in our decision making. We got to take our emotions out of it. That's emotional intelligence. Knowing when and when not to be emotional, period. Yeah, and your overall energy is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. That's somebody energy. I'm telling y'all, somebody think they can't build because of their age, because of their money, where they at in their life. Somebody think their life over, is done. God sent me to tell you this message. He ain't forgot you. And just because you ain't building in this marriage, and just because you lost that job or your children ain't speaking to you, whatever it is, Scorpio, whatever's making you feel this defeat enough where you go give your mantle or your promise to somebody else to fulfill, it's almost like spiritual devastation, bro. I just want to like wrap my arms around you and give you a big hug right now. Like God said, he ain't forgot you. You forgot the promise, not him. You went to chasing other promises. That's all that is. Straight up. God wasn't moving fast enough for you. Now you in the 3 of Pentacles in reverse energy. Third party situations, people sleeping with your husband, you know. We got to understand when we give something up, anything can happen. That's like you taking the covering off. What's the message from the universe? It says choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several doors. Bringing new experiences into your life at any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. I can't make it up, Sarah. Hagar. Sarah was one choice away. One choice away. Which is power. She changed the whole trajectory of what God promised. By feeling like she wouldn't be, she's not the one that could fulfill the promise. Not God, her. She gave up too soon. Somebody giving up too soon. It says every situation in life is temporary. Lord, talk to me. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Period, Scorpio. That's just fucking period. On the bottom of the deck, it says, if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers of words, it is a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. Literally. Okay, Scorpio? Period. Point blank. It's time to get this energy out your system and move forward. The promise God made for you, made with you and to you, is only for you. Hagar can't carry your mantle. Hagar is a slave. You a queen or a king. Like, literally, like, come on, bro. We really got to get it together. We got to stay out of this Nine of Swords energy with these people who tell us and project these things, these horrible things onto us. They only, listen, if I can help somebody out, what I want you to know is when this person is saying all these bad things to you and mistreating you, that's how they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. It's how they really feel about themselves. But what I'm telling you is the promise that God gave you. See how we focus on that? We focus on forgiving people. We focus on them fucking over us, and we trying to keep build. And we know clearly this person ain't trying to build nothing with you. They ain't trying to build shit. They trying to spread their wings and hope and make heirs, make babies, create shit off of your energy. You can't do it. Let it go, Scorpio. I love y'all so much. For some of y'all, you need to hold on just a little bit longer. I'll see you in the next video.